Gurubhyo Namaha. A warm good evening to one and all present here. Myself, Dr. Usha Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Dravidana, JNS Saraswati Ayurveda College, Chennai. Today's my presentation topic is on Crimigna action of Vidanga against clinical isolates of multi-drug resistant bacteria. Importance of correct identification. Starting with the introduction, the word Vidanga means Vidati Vinna iti Krumi iti Vidanga. That means which expels the worm or the pathogens from the body is called as the Vidanga. According to Charaka and Ashtanga Hridayakara, Vidanga is considered to be the best among the Crimigna drugs. Because of the non-availability of the drug and also the inherent sterility of Emboliya rights, it is the Emboliya rights is declining in the market, and it is easily adulterated with the Emboliya robusta, because as we know that it is readily available everywhere. So various synonyms suggesting its morphological as well as the pharmacological actions like Bellaja, Krumigna, Jantugna, Grahanashaka, Mrugagamini, Kairala as well as Chitratanda. And as per its usage, it increases the digestive fire and it cures the flatulence, and it is also useful in colic. Coming to its phytochemical constituents, the drug contains ambulinol, ambulin and other cytostimulants. So there is an observed degree of antibacterial activity directly reflects the characteristic of the constituent of the chemicals. But the chemical present in the drug may not be having soaring antibacterial activity. So many pharmacological studies has been carried out to see the efficacy of the drug against various diseases, and it is found that it's very effective in found to be very effective in the diabetic and also having an analgesic property and a contraceptive. A study has been conducted that the ambulin administered in a dose of 120 mg per kg body weight, it inhibits the implantation of the ovum by disturbing the estrogen and the progesterone levels in the body. And it is also having an antioxidant property as the drug contains the phenolic acids, that mainly the gallic acid, cinnamic acids, they are found to be highly effective as antioxidants. It is also having a anti-tumor activity, cardioprotective, but there is a limited reports on antibacterial activity. But one study has shown that the aqueous extract of the drug is having an antibacterial activity against Salmonella aureus and the E. coli. So the purpose of the study is Vidanga, that is Emboliya rights, has been described as one of the most potent Crimigna dravyas in Ayurveda literature. Clinical studies have not unequivocally demonstrated the antibacterial activity. So there is a confusion in the scientific community in identification of the authentic drug Vidanga against Emboliya robusta. As I said previously, that Emboliya rights is declining because of the non-availability and there is an inherent sterility of the drug. That is why it has been adulterated with the Emboliya robusta. So there is a need to evaluate the antimicrobial activity of the different extract of the Vidanga against clinical isolates, that is clinical bacterial isolates. Coming to the methods, I have collected the drug, that is Vidanga, from the local market of Ludhiana, Punjab, and it was authenticated in the Punjab Agriculture University in the Department of Botany. So preliminary phytochemical analysis has been carried out to know the presence of alkaloids, phenols, alkaloids, tannins, saponins. So extraction of the drug, I have conducted a cold method of extraction to extract the drug, that is aqueous extraction, methanol extraction, ethanol and a chloroform extraction. The extract was air dried and it was preserved in -45 degrees centigrade. So in the bacterial strains, I have taken the Bacillus, Klebsiella, Salmonella, Citrobacter, Proteus species and the E. coli from the Christian Medical College, Ludhiana. So selection of the multi-drug resistant bacteria, whatever the bacteria isolated from the clinical sample, these bacteria were subjected to the antibiotics, standard antibiotics, and the bacteria which developed the resistance against these antibiotics are taken up for the study. This is the raw material which I collected from the local market, and this is the powder. So methods continued, testing the antibacterial activity of the drug extract. So whatever the air-dried drug preserved in the -45 degrees centigrade, it was dissolved in the DMSO solution, that is dimethyl sulfoxide solution, is a universal solvent. Next, the clinical bacterial isolates, the bacteria which are developed a resistance against the antibiotics. These bacteria are grown in the laboratory and these bacteria are taken in the concentration of 10 to the power of 8 bacteria per ml using Mac-Furner standard. Antimicrobial activity of the different plant extract was determined by a viable colony count. Here what we have done is 0.1 ml of the drug, that is which is dissolved in the DMSO, and 0.9 ml of the bacteria. Both are mixed, it becomes 1 ml, it is mixed in a test tube and that is put it on the plate and that is equally spreaded and it is kept in the incubator for a period of 24 hours and the temperature is maintained at 40 degrees centigrade. After 24 hours, the drug has been, the plate has been taken out and the antimicrobial activity of the different plant extract was determined by a viable colony count. So the effectiveness of the drug at killing the bacterial isolates was expressed as percentage of inhibition of colony growth, that is compared with the control. So that is the aqueous extract, methanol, ethanol, chloroform extract. This is the percentage of inhibition. So in aqueous extract, 75% of inhibition in Bacillus, 50% in Citrobacter, E. coli 75%, 0% in Klebsiella proteus. Same ethanol, methanol and the chloroform. These percentage of inhibition is compared with the control one, where there is a 0% of the inhibition. So this is the study for the antibacterial activity. This we have compared. First slide shows the 0% inhibition. Second one, completely 100% inhibition, 90% inhibition, 75%, 25% and 90% of inhibition. So this will continue. So the aqueous extract, there is a significant effect on Bacillus and the E. coli, moderate effect on Citrobacter and no effect on Klebsiella and Proteus. Ethanol extract, moderate effect on Proteus, significant effect on other organisms. Methanol extract, high inhibitory effect on E. coli, moderate on Bacillus and marginal to no effect on Klebsiella and Proteus respectively. And chloroform extract, very high effect on E. coli while showing a moderate effect on Bacillus, Citrobacter and negligible to the no effect on Klebsiella and Proteus bacteria. So next, coming to the identification of the Widanga fruit. So here I have compared the Embellia rex with the Embellia robusta by taking a data which we have already author has conducted some research on this. So the Embellia rex, the fruit is a globular and it measures 2.5 to 4 millimeter in diameter and it is dull red in ripen, but it becomes black when it ripens. Whereas Embellia robusta, it is a reddish brown in color, but there is a warty surface in Embellia rex. There is a longitudinal striations can be seen from apex to the base. So the presence of ambelin is more in Embellia rex compared to the Embellia robusta. High concentration of phenolic compounds, that is caffeic acid, is more in Embellia rex compared to Embellia robusta, and it is found that the cinnamic acid is having a potent anti-elephantic property which is present in Embellia rex than the Embellia robusta. So this is the market sample of the fruits of Widanga. So Nayak, he has conducted a research on this presence of phenolic acids in Embellia rex and the Embellia robusta. So he has collected the samples in the different market all over the India, and he found that the phenolic acids which he has collected from the Meghalaya, he is having the highest concentration compared with the other market samples. And it is found that the samples which is collected from the Meghalaya is the Embellia rex and the other market samples are of the Embellia robusta. Coming to the conclusion, drugs taken for the study are having a Tikta Katurasa, Tikshna Guna and the Vishnu. As per the textual reference, Tikta Rasa is having the Vishnu and Krmigna. In Ayurveda, the word Krimi, Bhuta, Visha refer to the microbes and their toxins. Widanga has been mentioned as a Krmigna, but Charaka, present study did not find this effect. Observed degree of antibacterial activity directly reflects the characteristic of a constituents of the chemicals. The chemical present in the drug may not having a solely antibacterial effect. These observations might be attributed to the wrong identification of Embellia robusta to Embellia rex. Thanks.
Just show the previous slide again.
Conclusion?
That's fine. Just leave it. Cremigna means killing bacteria. So, Cremigna means killing cream.
Yes, sir. It is not only killing the crimi, it also destroys the toxins which is released by the bacteria. That is why it has used the synonym as Vishagna, Cremigna and also Jantu. So any kind of pathogens this Vidanga can be used. Maybe at the level of toxins, maybe at the level of bacteria, maybe at the level of the organism.
We would be more selective. You see in your slide showing the effect of the different extracts that the different extracts have different kinds of activity against different bacteria.
That is, I have, yeah, there is a different in the that is a percentage of inhibition will vary. Yeah,
Absolutely.
there is a variation.
Okay. I just have a few suggestions.
Yes.
Generally for E. coli and things, turbidity again is done, is it not?
Pardon, madam.
Turbidity measurements.
Stability analysis.
No, usually for bacterial, always you need to do the turbidity assessment also. It's way back, okay, it's 15 years I've done microbiology, but still that's the basics of it. And second one is you are comparing two
Drugs, Emboliarides and
yes.
Emboliarides.
Wouldn't it be better when you say the other is more in the market, the real authentic one is going out?
Yeah, going out.
You could have done both to see what is the effect or
No,
effect at all.
Actually, I was not knowing that Embolia, what I used in my experiment is Embolia robusta. So that is why I have not found 100% inhibition in all the bacteria. That may be the wrong identification of Emboliarides. Because Emboliarides is different than Embolia robusta.
So this is not documented at all in the text or Ayurveda. So when you started a project like that, it's just a question.
Yeah. But after that, I came to know that actually in the market they were using as Embolia robusta as that one only. But then recently my guide has come from the VHU, Dr. Joshi. He has conducted experiment on Emboliarides like this, and he told that what you used in your experiment is Embolia robusta. That's not Emboliarides. Then he has given his that reference of that article that Nayak.
Can you show the slide where you compared the two?
Yeah. Okay.
One or two slides back.
Okay. So this is the market samples.
So there's ribose and robusta. I couldn't see how anyone would tell the
Oh
difference.
yeah. So this is the identification of that is a morphological differentiation as well as the chemical
So
differentiation.
how it's actually used in Ayurveda? If you have to give it to a patient, how do you go about with it? You just grind it and you administer. What is the way of administration?
So I have done in vitro, madam.
No, generally in text, how is it supposed to be?
Vidanga
administered?
mainly it is used as a crimigna. It can be mixed with the powder, mixed with the guda, and it can be given. Because of guda, the worms will come to eat, and the vidanga is having a crimigna action, so it kills the worms and it expels them. That may be the reason that is vidanga mixed with the guda and it can be given.
So here you are trying to say more that there is lots of contamination or such things in the market where you have the other species coming in which
Yes.
might not have it.
Yeah.
And must be on the technical aspect of the microbial part. My suggestion is you need to improve on the way you have done this because minimal inhibitory effect
yeah.
all that is there which will make your
Yes.
work more strong.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, it was very the phenol compound low concentration high concentration. In our lab, even apart in the phenol compound, even envyline one of the compound.
Which one?
Envyline.
Embolin, yeah, one of the compounds.
Envyline, that is the most
One of the component in the
yeah. Envyline is the most responsible thing. Apart from antimicrobial activity, which is one of the activities of the compounds, which are affecting the windows. So, have you worked exclusively on envyline part of it?
No, sir.
In between NVIDIA rights and NVIDIA. We got authentication from NVIDIA as well as NVIDIA rights. Agricultural universities. But in NVIDIA rights and NVIDIA rights, NVIDIA part of it, do you have any idea?
Sir, here I have shown us, sir. So there is a study conducted. It has shown that embolin concentration is more in Emboliarides than in Embolia robusta. That is 2.3 to 3.1% is there in Emboliarides. 1.6% is there in Embolia robusta. Obviously, the Emboliarides is having much more potent than the Embolia robusta.
NVIDIA rights is
Yes, sir, that is the exact idea. That is why we are not getting the result as crimigna as explained in the text. Because of the wrong identification and the wrong usage of this.
suppose if you want to add this, we want to balance the activity of this one, NVIDIA robusta.
But we are using Embolia robusta and we are getting the result because therapeutically both are active separate. Only thing there is a difference in the concentration of the drug.
When we saw your results, I mean, there was fairly good amount of inhibition, up to 75%, 100%, 50%.
That is only on Emboliarides, that is on E. coli. E. coli 100% inhibition the ethanol extract and the chloroform extract.
Correct. If I look at the ethanol extract, I see 75, 75, 100, 75 in at least 4 varieties. So why do you think if you don't get 100% in everything, you've concluded saying that it's not effective? What makes you think that?
Means Embellia rice and Embellia robusta. We are using Embellia robusta in place of Embellia rice. We are not getting the 100% result because we are not using the proper Embellia rice. But we are getting some of the result because whatever the chemical composition present in the Embellia rice is present in Embellia robusta. But the concentration which is present in Embellia rice is not in the Embellia robusta. That is why we are getting results in some of the bacteria.
So do you know that with Embellia rice you get 100%? Do you know that?
Because
Is there data?
the study has been conducted and they found that the phenolic acid, I had an article, the phenolic acid, the concentration of the phenolic acid which is present in Embellia rice and Embellia robusta, and they have compared that there are different Embellia, that is phenolic compound, the phenolic acids which is present in the Embellia rice is much higher than the Embellia robusta. So
That's
we
true.
can interpret, we
No,
can
that's
interpret
true, but does that
that.
have then a relation to its microbial?
Then we have to conduct a research that collect the
So
Embellia
that
rice and
conclusion
then
is not right, basically. You are really extrapolating too much. All you can say is that it has this much MIC. You cannot say it's not effective or it's better because you don't know what it is with Embellia rice.
by seeing the chemical composition we can
No, you cannot. You can't. You don't know whether the phenolics really correspond to MIC.
okay, thank you.